Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 01 back again. We are still looking at our rocket coding here, I guess. But I would like to show you guys what I was able to come up with. So, set that in here. We're going to edit this thing. Alright, so now keep in mind this is after I've already made the changes. So I'm just going to go through and kind of explain what I've been doing here. So we're going to change that to R4. Okay, so then the very first thing you should notice is that there's a lot less registers being used. And that is because I found out, via researching other people's code, that you can actually use the branching and just put in a number there rather than having to refer to a register. So that's cool. That makes things faster, which is good. Let's see. So I haven't really gone through here to really clean it up too much either. So very first thing, we're just kind of making sure that we know what each of our little D inputs are. We still have one that's unused, so that's fine. And then we're pulling these three from the automation module. So these are the registers. This one is a user-defined value, which is being set down here. And then we have, let's see. Yeah, so, and then mining is just telling us if we're mining or not. Okay. So, in our main loop here, we have our yield. So this hasn't really changed, right? So we're still putting this on activate. I think if you put it on mode, it's not going to work correctly. So then we go into LEDs and setting all of those. So that's all the same, doesn't change. This is our emergency here. So we're checking if our mode is equal to 5. And then if it is 5, we don't want to do anything. We just want to go back to the start and kind of go through this thing, through that loop. If it is not 5, however, then it'll go over to this line. And then we're going to branch if our fuel is less than our declared fuel minimum. And if it is, we go to our emergency, which is here. Okay. And then once that's done, and we are not in 5 or mode 5, and our fuel is still good, then we go over here into our mining mode. And then this, I suppose, do I want to leave this separated? I suppose. We'll keep everything kind of separated out. All right. So our emergency, we're going to set our automation module, the activate command, to a 5. And then we're going to jump to the main. And then once again, if we do change this to a 5, it will branch back and loop through here. It won't continue going through here. Now, assuming that we don't have to worry about that, we go over here to our mining. And then if our minables is equal to 0, and keep in mind, this has not actually changed at all. We just took out the registers, right? So this is what they were doing before. This is what they're doing now. So that's kind of what we got. So we want to do our move command first. Then we want to go into our, we're currently mining. And then if we're not, if we failed both of those, then we go into the mine. Our move, fairly straightforward. We're going to turn off our mining. We're going to put our automation module mode onto 2, which is to travel to a new place, and then we'll immediately change it back to 0. And this actually works for moving to new places over and over and over and over again, so that is fine. And then the only change that I made here, apart from taking out the registers, of course, is we're going to set our mining mode activate to 0 first, and then we're going to switch it. So anytime that we get to the point where we need to mine, now keep in mind, if we're already mining, we just loop back, so we don't actually get through here multiple times. And then this is just, it forces it to recognize that there was a change in this activate slot, right? And then once that's done, it forces it to do its thing, and then it actually works after that. So, yeah, that was kind of a pain, but I mean, at least it's shorter coding now, so we will export that, throw that into there, make sure that we don't get any errors, close that up, and we'll pick that up, and then we'll throw that back into there, and we have no errors. Okay, so that's good. So let's empty out this, and we have currently, we're probably gonna have like 150 items in this thing already. Now keep in mind, this isn't sorted yet, so they could be small stacks or big stacks. If we were to sort it all into like stacks of 50, we might have maybe 50 stacks. So that's just kind of, actually we might not even have that much. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at right now. Okay, so then as soon as this thing is finished emptying, which it just about is. Okay. Now we're going to load up, oh, we can close that now. We'll load this up with some fuel. What do you think, like 2,000? We'll do 3,000? Yeah, we'll do a long trip, just to make sure that it works. There we go, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Okay. So there's that. So we have our fuel in here. Now, this fuel is set up to be done manually. If you wanted to be clever about this, you could put in a regulator, provided you have enough flow, or not flow, but pressure, I guess. If you have enough fuel pressure to offset whatever you're going to be putting in here, then you can use a regulator. However, if your fuel is low, it's not going to pump any more into here other than just equalizing the pressure in here and the pressure in your tank. So kind of a toss-up, whichever way you want to do it, but this can be automated if you want like a very specific, you know, number, I guess, of fuel each time. Can be done. I suppose the other way that you could do it is you could pump into a tank, like a small tank or whatever, and then have that small tank be pumped into here or regulated into here. That way you can fill up the tank on your own time, and then when you actually need to fill this thing up, you can just use a regulator, and you're guaranteed to have enough pressure in that little tank, and then that should work. But okay, so we've got all of this stuff, and now that, you know, I've fixed the mining part, I don't actually need these in here, so I can clean this up a little bit. But we will launch. There we go. Okay, so we are en route right now. We have minables, and then once we get there, our mode will go to 4, and then we should start picking up the cargo because it should start mining. There we go. Okay, so we are now mining. And keep in mind, I didn't touch any kind of switches or anything like that. I just did that on its own. And then it will continue to mine until our minables goes down to 0, and then it will move. But at the same time that it moves, it's also turning off the mining. It actually turns off the mining before it does the move. So that kind of makes sure that we're not like mining while moving. And I don't know if that would cause any issues, but it's not going to do that. So then we just kind of sit here and we watch it, and we're checking out all the numbers. Super exciting, right? Okay, and there's still minables here. And then eventually we'll see that drop down to 0. And then our mode will go to 2. Eventually. This must be a large mining deposit. Okay, so there we go. So now we're moving to our next one. And then once we arrive, it should start mining again. So we're at 25 in the cargo. Okay, and now we're back up to 26, 27. So we're back to mining again. So that's good. It has done that so far. Oh, man. So I'm not... So, like, I understand, like, what was wrong with when I was doing this through the logic circuits. And I think the reason for that is I need, like, a timing circuit or, like, a way to do things in, like, order. And you can't really do that. Like, there is no sequential way to handle, you know, logic circuits unless you have a timer, right? So, I mean, I could have set that up and have things run on, like, a timer or something like that. And, like, I don't know, have, like, 4 ticks in the timer or whatever, and have each, you know, item that I need to work happen on a specific tick or something like that. I mean, that would be one way to do it. And then if I had 4 ticks, I could handle 4 sequential operations because each would happen, like, on a tick. If I had 6 ticks, I could do 6 sequential operations. But once again, the larger the number of the ticks. Okay, so we just move into the next one. Okay, good. And we're at 49 in the cargo. Keep that in mind. 4. Okay, and we're mining again. Okay, good. So yeah, and then you could go up to like 6 ticks, but then that's going to take up more time for each, like, I don't know, loop through the system. So can it be done? Yes. Is it simple? No. Is learning the IC coding and putting something together in place of that, I mean, that's kind of up for debate. I don't know. I mean, like, I've dealt with loops in programming before, like actual, I mean, granted this is actual programming, but I mean like real world programming. So I understand like how to exit loops and stay in loops and how to trigger which loops in front of other loops and all that other craziness, but I don't know, it can be done. So and then I looked at Cows Are Evil's video again, and he had another one where he fully automates the rocket system. So like in the first video, he just sets up all of the logic circuits for it, using like the reader, you know, writer, whatever thing, right? And then in the second video, he does it through the IC. And it was in there that I learned that you can actually use the branches to, and like use actual numbers with the branch commands rather than using registers. So that was cool. Now we're getting closer to 500, so it should head back. There we go. Perfect. And then what we can do is open this thing right now. And then what's going to happen is as soon as it lands, it should start evacuating the cargo. Okay, so it has entered. Okay, now right now it's technically landed already. So that says that 0 means that it's idle, right? Okay, so now with the silo. Okay, so it has to be landed. Oh wait, no, it's doing its thing. Okay, good. So yeah, so I can just leave that open, and then as soon as it lands, it'll just kind of go off and do its thing. And then all I need to do to prep this is just, you know, put in however much fuel I want it to go, and then, you know, send it off, and then just kind of ignore it, do something else, and it should do everything that it needs to do, and I don't need to stand here and watch it. So that is good. Okay, so now that I've got all that set up, I can attempt to fix this again. So we are going to do that, and then that. Okay, so that is now reset up. That shouldn't have broken anything, right? No, okay, good. And then these two pieces I don't need anymore because we figured out the mining situation. All right, so that's good there. We have our logic switch and logic I/O, and then this is all good to go. And we have like so much ice right now that I don't even know what to do with it all. So we'll probably just leave that there for now. Yes, we have 232 stacks in here. Now that doesn't mean full stacks, right? So I'm guessing if we did go to full stacks, it might be once again like around 50, somewhere in there. And then how's this thing doing? And then that's just doing its thing the entire time too, so that's good. Just about out here though. So maybe we'll stop that. All right, so next thing I have to do is figure out how I'm going to take all of this stuff and store it. So I have plenty of room in here, right? It's 2 blocks high, and then this thing is also about 2 blocks high. So the tops of each of these things should be in here, but the problem with that is I have no way to power those except off of this main line here, and I don't want to run this main line to power those. So I may have to think of something different. For instance, taking this and like putting it up on there and building up another building on top of this and sorting everything up there. But I would much rather have it like up here somehow. Like I don't know how I would do it exactly, but I don't know, like maybe like use these slots right here. Because I mean, what do I have? Like 5 different types of ice. So we've got volatiles, oxide, nitrice, water ice. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. We just have 4? Does that make sense? I mean, I suppose I could set this thing up, I guess. So we'll put that there, that can go there, And then, oh wait, I need that to go there. Okay. And then we'll open up some of this. We'll see, hopefully, if it works. No, why do you always do that? Grr. Okay, so this needs to go here into, no, go into the thing. Okay, we're just gonna lose all that ice. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and then I should also have this open so I can see all of the different ices. So it looks like it's just 4 different types of ice. Okay, so that makes the silo situation a little bit easier to handle. So that's good. And of course this is auto stacking everything up to 50, which is nice. Okay, and I think we should be getting close to good here. Yeah. Okay, so we got a lot left in there, and we have a bunch of stacks of ice in here. So that's all great and groovy and amazing and everything, but we need to move it. All right, so volatiles have their own crushers, so that's pretty easy to handle. I'll just kind of throw them all in here, and they'll all just go directly into the tank, which is super easy. Okay, now that's just about done. Good. All right, now we have all of this ice here again. This is all water ice, and that's all got to go somewhere. I'm gonna have to hook up like a water tank or something somewhere, because that's a lot of ice. All right, so that should be good there. And then, as long as I have this over here, we'll put this there. This can kind of calm down a little bit. Right, so this we can put back into here. No, why? Okay, hang on. You, there, you, there, you, there. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then we have nothing left in there, so we can just kind of crunch these things right away. And I have to make sure that the nitrous oxide filter thing is on. Looks like it is on. Okay, so that's all fine and dandy. I do, however, need to make sure. Okay, sir, can you just like go back into your place? Thank you. Okay, and that can go there, and then I need to make sure that we're not exceeding our stress level, which it seems like we are. Okay. Now, if I were to put in like oxide at this point, like would that increase the stress or decrease the stress? Increases the stress. Okay. It's good to know. Yeah, because we definitely don't want to break this thing, so we got to be careful. We have a lot more to go through. I don't want to split anything. Okay. %, stress. 3% stress, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Nearly 30. Okay, so this just, I need more, like, this has to go faster. I mean, I suppose I could, like, hook up, like, multiple filters and just, like, have, like, 3 of them, like, per gas or whatever, and it would move a lot faster, but I would need a much bigger system than what I've got right now. All right. And then how are we doing for our nitrous oxide in here? 11 liters, I will take that. Throw this into the other room. And that'll give us something to do while the gases are figuring themselves out, so that'll be good. All right. How much fuel do I have versus how much do I need? I've got 3 megapascals of fuel. I don't know, I think it's, okay, we're at 51 C in here, so we're still not cooling off as fast as I would like. So that means we definitely need more liquid in here. Okay, so the nitrous oxide that is in here is being liquefied, so that's good. Now it's turning back into a gas, I don't know. Okay, how are we doing here? Just about done. Good. Okay, I will take that, call that good. We'll let that just kind of sort itself out. It is 15 degrees C in here. That is cold. I mean, not really. It's actually rather comfortable. If you were to... Okay, what is going on with this thing? Why you no power? Oh, you burnt out. Well. Okay, how long has that been there? There we go. Now we can keep it warm in here again. Good. All right. I didn't realize that one had burnt out. That was when I was probably messing around with the nitrolyzer and I burnt out like the wires in a bunch of different places. Okay, so let's see what we got. Down to 18.9% stress. That means we can put the rest of our nitrice in there, right? 24% stress. You know what? I'm just going to throw in the last little bit here and we'll just see if it breaks or not. 30%. Last 10. Let's go. %. Not enough to start everything creaking though. Okay, so that's good. But that's like another 6.83 liquid liters. So that's pretty cool. So once this figures out what it's doing, we should hopefully get more in here. Condensation is happening inside this pipe. Yes, it is supposed to be happening inside that pipe. And then we have the liquid in here, and the nitrous oxide that is in there is slowly turning into liquid, which is good. 6.85 liters in there, slowly going up. Okay. So liquid nitrous oxide is like really hard to find, or hard to get. I mean, like if I had like 5 of these things all pumping out liquid nitrous oxide, or just nitrous oxide, and then, you know, having everything kind of working to push that all down, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Right, and as long as I'm waiting for that to go down, I should do something about my liquid issue. Water, specifically. So what I need is a liquid tank. Like just a big liquid tank. Now is this a gas tank or is that a liquid tank? I think that is a gas tank. That is a gas tank. Okay, I don't need a gas tank, I need a liquid tank. Okay, let's see. That's gonna be made in here, and I'm probably gonna need these things out of it. Okay, so tank, liquid. Just do like a normal liquid tank, I think, and that's just copper and steel. Okay, well there's some copper. There's our iron, and then we'll take our steel, throw that in there, get that thing going, and then that can go up there. We're gonna need to make more gold. All right. And then where we'll put this is probably just inside here somewhere, maybe actually in that corner, and that's just where we'll store all of our liquid stuff. But then I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with all the gas that's coming out of here, so that's gonna have to go somewhere. You know what I could do? I could make like a mini gas tank. And since I gotta go in there anyways, tank, we want Mark II portable gas tank. Yes, yes. We need iron and silicon. There's our iron. There's our silicon. Grab that back. Okay. And then I'm gonna need a connector as well. Oh, that's really slow. Wow. Okay, tank connector. There we go. Insulated? Non-insulated. Wait, am I making an insulated portable gas tank? Or non-insulated one? Does it matter? Probably not. Okay, so then we'll just make one of those. That should be pretty quick. Okay, so there is that. There is that. I have enough pipe, maybe? I don't know. We will find out. Probably not. Let's be honest. Okay, so I guess the first thing we want to do is set up our gas. Well, I mean, we could just like reorganize this whole thing, right? So let's just set up our tank first. This one. There we go. Okay. And that can go this way. Okay, so that is our liquid tank. Okay. And now I can get rid of that piece right there and then just kind of plug that directly in. Let me see. I kind of want to run this down along the edge here, but am I going to need insulated pipe for that? I hope not. Anyways, let's just drink real quick and we'll figure out what we're doing after. Okay. So that's good there. I suppose the next thing we can probably do is take apart our little ice crusher thing here. So that needs wire cutters, okay. And an angle grinder. You know what? We'll just put you here for now. And then we need hand drill. Okay. All right, and then once we have that done, we can take this to take that apart. Oh, that's normal pipe. I don't have room for that. Okay, so you can go over there. You can go over here, I guess. Yeah. And then this whole thing has to change as well. So that's gonna be fun. And I feel like I should probably go with insulated pipe. that gonna break? Yep, I figured that was gonna break. Okay, that's fine. It was too much liquid in there, so now I've got it all in here, so that's lovely. Now what I can do is just cool it down in here, and then once it gets cold enough, this will just condense into ice and quite literally drop out of the sky. But I do like the idea of having, like, you know, liquid in here. It's kind of nice. Okay, so now that I've got that and I've broken things, you can go, I guess, over there for now, and then we can take this thing and set it back up this way. Okay, so we're gonna need, let me see, how is this gonna be? Okay, yeah, so that's gotta go like that. Okay, and then insulated pipe, yes. So I'm gonna have to make some insulated pipe, and then this has got to go, well, first let me make some room here. I don't have enough room for all of this stuff. Okay. And then that goes over to that, which we can do, I don't know, something with, I'm sure. Of course. Okay, so I need insulated pipe to go from here into there, and then from here into there. And insulated because it's going to be on the wall right here, so that is exposed to the outside. So we don't want our ice to freeze inside the pipe, especially at night. So next we do our this thing. And we have to hook that up somewhere. And then that's got to go here. So I think we could actually... Oh, no, that's got to go right there. Yeah, that's got to go there. Okay. And then we're going to need this to go here. And then I think that goes down at that point, right? Okay. And then we can take this thing and put that out there. And then you can go kind of into here. And then we can connect it. Okay, so now when we pull gas out of here, it'll get stored into here, and then we can take that and drop it off over there to go off into the pipe system. So now we need to get the welder, at least I think it's the welder. Yeah, and the cable coils, good to go. So there's our crusher back. Okay. And we don't need the data hookup in here, so that'll be fine. Okay, so there's that. And now I just need the insulated pipe. Insulated liquid pipe, specifically. Okay, do I have any insulated liquid pipe? I do not. Okay, so that's gonna need steel and silicone, I've already got that. So insulated liquid pipe. We'll make just a bunch of those, I guess. And then this is saying that I'm low on power. It's also saying that I need to replace my waste tank. I probably am gonna have to replace my air tank as well. So there's that. And then there's that. All right, good to go. All right, how are we doing in here? So if I can put like all of my other ice in there, that'll be great. I don't know if I can yet, so. Yeah, I should be able to put in the rest of this stuff without it breaking. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, so that is all of our oxite now in there, good to go. And we're only at 27.9% stress, which is good. All right. I mean, any stress is not good, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so that is now doing its thing, so we're good in here for now. We should also have enough insulated liquid pipes, hopefully. So let's stop that, take out everything else we got. Wow, we actually have quite a lot. Okay, so we made 24. Okay, so that'll be good enough for now, and more than good enough to do what we need to do in here. So that'll be good. And we still have all of our fogginess in here, which is nice. Okay, so this has to go up, and then that needs to be a T. That needs to be a corner, and then over here also needs to be a corner. Okay, so that should get this thing all back together. All right, now, can I make my wiring look a little nicer? I think the answer to that is absolutely. Okay, so you can go there, we'll take you. All right, and then, oh, and that's on the outside. Dang it. Okay, let's, okay. You know what? We're gonna set this up first, make it look nice. Okay. And then this has to go up. And then this gets a corner like that, and then we can just connect that on the outside, and then this needs to go into here. There we go. Okay, so now that should have power, yes? No? No power? Why we, oh right, because it's not actually connected out there. Okay, so with that, we can move that and that. We can grab these and that. And we can start heading over to here. Okay, so let's just hook this up first so we don't have to worry about it. Well, actually, no, sorry. Set these away first so we don't have to worry about them. There we go. Okay, and then that can go up there with that. Good. And the insulated pipe, I suppose we can put over there as well. Okay. Now, we can take care of this part, take that out, and replace it with a curve. There we go. That is saying issue. Okay. All right, so why do we have issue? Maybe because there's no liquid here? That doesn't make sense. I mean, I suppose it does kind of make sense. I mean, that's working, right? So we can get out of this, go into here, start crunching up all of this ice, and then we should... Is there no display on here? There's no display on here. Why is there no display on here? Okay. Well, let's just get this out, get that out. Okay, so it's 508 kilopascals of pressure that we just put in there with that full stack. It's a lot of ice. We're at 5 megapascals in here. All right. Now that is just the nitrogen in there, so that's good. So we can take that out at any time, and then just kind of flush that into the system over there. And then we have 207 liters of water in here. Max capacity of 6,000. So that's good. No stress in here, no stress in there, no stress anywhere. Good to go. And now this thing is saying that it's good with the water. All right, cool. Okay, so now I just gotta wait for it to cool down enough in here for the ice in the atmosphere, the 0.322 liters, which is not very much at all apparently. Oh, and there's pollutants in here too. Oh crap. We can't breathe in here. That's fun. Well, how does one fix this? You can vent everything in here, I guess. That would be one way to do it. The other way to do it would be to get the little, it's in there. Not the mobile filter, but the portable filter. That's what it is. So we'll grab this thing. Okay, portable air scrubber. Here we go. Okay, so you can go, I guess, in here. There we go. Okay, there we go. We are just teleporting stuff through the doors, and it works, so, all right. Okay. Perfect. All right, I don't want that to go right there though, so we're gonna move it like right here. This is probably a better place for it. Right there. Good. All right. And that evacuates the air, right? Okay, so we can scrub. Okay, so this pollutant filter, and then we have a nitrous oxide filter. Okay, good. So we will get all of that stuff out of the air. And then whatever is left over will be breathable. But we definitely need the pollutants out of here, so yeah. Okay, we'll get the nitrous oxide out of here as well. Down to 10 degrees C. Well, according to where I'm standing, according to my little pad here, it's 10.9 degrees C. And I think if there's too much nitrous oxide in the room, you're going to pass out because it's technically a sleeping gas. So, yeah, if you ever find yourself blacking out, make sure you don't have any N2O in your system, because that's just a bad thing. I think that's what they use at the dentist to put people out. But yeah. So that is just about empty. Good. This is probably the last of it right here. We're down to millimoles. And not even like a full millimole, it's like a thousandth of a millimole. Okay, so that is now good. The air has been cleaned. Alright, so now we can put this thing out, and that has like 2.2 megapascals? No, 226 kilopascals. Wait, no, those are kilopascals. So that's 226 megapascals? What? That doesn't make sense. Anyways, right, so temperature is still dropping in here slowly, but we need to get this thing back out so we can empty it out. So we'll put that here. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay, now we want to move this thing, sir, if you don't mind. Probably in here somehow, somewhere. Right, can I not get in here, sir? Okay, so we're going to drop you off in here. I'm going to pick you up, pop you in here. Okay, now do I still have the active vent in here? I do not. Okay, so we need to put that back in here, and we need to connect it up to this system here. Okay. I need you to, like, give me enough room to walk by you, sir. That'll work. Okay. Okay, so now I need an active vent. Oh, and I'm going to need some insulated pipe, which I do not have. Okay. Insulated pipe. Just make a few of those. How many are we going to need specifically? One. Actually, depending on how I do it, if I have the active vent there, and I wrap this around to the other side, I should need just one. So then whatever else I make is just kind of bonus. Okay, so that should be good. No, I need you to, yep, there we go, okay. Okay, now, for the fun part, I need to put this over here, so that way when I take this apart, it's not, oh, no, there we go. When I take that apart there, I'm going to pick this up, I'm going to put that down, and then I'm going to pick that up, and then everything is magically brown. Okay, so there's that. Then I need this piece to be a straight piece, to go like that, and then this can go back to being there, and reconnecting everything, so that's good. This can go over there, and then we go over here, and here, and here. And then we take the active vent. Sir? Active vent, okay. And that can go there. And then we just need to wrap this cable around the corner here. All right, good to go. So that has that. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is release all of the gas into here. We need to turn it on though first, right? Okay, and that is, vent is open, internal atmosphere will be released. Yep, that is what I want. Okay, so now that has just taken everything out. So we can close that again. Wait, no. I don't want you to do that, sir. Okay, so we have to get all of this to be released. Okay, and then we turn this off. And then we can do that. Okay, good to go. So that has nothing in it right now. And then, let's see, does this need to go? Oh, nope, other way. Okay, now we'll just have that pull a complete vacuum in here, which it has just done. And then we'll turn that off. Okay, and now our air scrubber has been completely emptied. So that's good. It can just stay in there for now, I think. So that's a good use for that room, actually. I'm actually kind of happy with that. All right, let's see, what else? We still have a lot of fog in there, which is nice. I do like the fog. So if you want to like have a room that has fog in it, just take some water ice and release it into the room and make sure that it's at, you know, above 0. And we're at 8 degrees right now, so we need to go a little bit farther, a little bit colder. Okay. And we are not taking damage from breathing all of this in because it's like, it's nice. Good. I mean, this is like breathing in like fog, right? Or like a misty morning or something like that. I don't know about you guys, but I actually like the way it feels on my lungs, like breathing in just like mist. I don't know. That's just a personal thing. Okay, so we will let that continue to cool until it does get below the freezing point, in which case this should all just fall out of the sky. Okay, so now that I got that going, what else do I need to do? What do we have for time? We're at 51 minutes? Okay. Let's see, how are we doing in here? We are at 17 megapascals, okay. Down, okay, so all the CO2 has been taken out, so we can turn off the CO2. There we go. All right, now what are we at over here? We're at 11 liters again, okay. Look at how cool that looks. It's just like a foggy room. I like that. All right, so this thing is working to keep us at temperature, so that's good. I should probably hook up like another one of these things, like over there. I think that would be useful, but it's fine. Okay. Suit power low, it says. All right. And then I turned off the centrifuge too, right? Yeah, so I should probably open that up. Oh, is that on? It is not. Okay, so let's turn that on first. Without that on, it doesn't sort the ores, so that needs to be on. And then we can open this up. And then I'll let that build up again. Yeah. So, and I still have like a ton of ices in there that I can do something with. All right. But I think that's probably going to do it for this episode. We'll end it a little early. We're at 27% and we are charging. Okay. But yeah, so I have code for the rocket. It seems to work. You will need to, well, I don't have it available on the Steam Workshop, but if I did, you would need to modify it based on your own particular needs for your rocket. Like for mine, I just have the ice mining module because that's really all I need. But I mean, like it can be pretty much whatever you want. You just got to update the coding. And that shouldn't be too hard. So, just waiting for this thing to empty. Good job. All right. Now that is ready to start back up whenever we get to that point. Yeah, I think we're good. And I'm gonna go back into my little misty room and breathe in the sweet, sweet fog. Water vapor. I like it. And you can see it kind of like all move. And then it should like kind of move back or not. Oh well. Anyways, that's going to be all I got for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you did, hope you'll join me for the next one. But until then, have a good one.